You see Wandy on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is, we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority. Go ahead and close the eye door.
Got your binoculars? Or should I say, your int scope?
See the village? Straight ahead? To the right. Look up. Look up. To the right. Have you spotted the village? Zoom in closer. All right, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it. That's Violo Village, the Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dewandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is.
Wrong target, boss. Use your binoculars to focus in on Violo Calais village and mark it. Wrong target, boss. Use your binoculars to focus in on Violo Calais village and mark it. Good. Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way.
He can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Dewandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Koss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. And they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and knees. You'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back. Now go! Let the legend come back to life. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view.
a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price. Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them? Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly. Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight. A portable toilet. If you're gonna hide inside, watch the enemy doesn't decide to use it. Same goes for hiding downed enemies in it. Planning to walk the whole wilderness on foot? Use your horse. You're almost at the enemy outpost, Vialo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village? That's marking. Focus on a thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map. Sun's down already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration. But your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, or who knows when you'll bump into an enemy. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there. It's a heavy machine gun. Packs far more power than any rifle. You can either use it yourself or destroy it. Either way, best keep in mind some way to deal with it. antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there.
Знаешь, я на днях слышал кое-что интересное. Тот ученый сказал, что не боится заявления Рейгана.
И о той программе «Звездные войны»?
Программа СОЙ. Она предполагает возможность сбивать ядерные ракеты.
А почему он не боится?
Он сказал, что нельзя будет сбить ракету, которая не видно на радаре.
Ракета, которую не видно на радаре. Это возможно?
И на меня. Он сказал, на родине зарабатывает это уже больше 20 лет.
Что, правительство хочет нанести удары?
Конечно же нет. Только наши атакуют это. Да. И на родине и ядерные удары, пока мы здесь.
Это было бы ужасно. Не иметь дома, в который можно вернуться.
Да, это была бы тотальная ядерная война. Вряд ли выжили. Даже если бы выжили, говорят, что нам бы не хватило припасов, чтобы пережить ядерную зиму.
А тут нас как часто ходят?
A dumpster. Looks big enough to hide somebody. You could stash a downed enemy in there, or hide in it yourself. Just don't stand too close to me afterward.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake? Snake!
We don't know Miller's exact location, so you'll need to do a little intel gathering first. Take a look around Vialo Village. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there. Sun's down already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration. But your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, or who knows when you'll bump into an enemy. Parabolic antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there. Is that? So you picked up an intel file. Now we know where Miller is. I'm marking it on your iDroid. It's up to you whether to slip by enemies or take them down. Just remember that any situation can change fast. Familiarize yourself with your weapons and items while you can. You need to be able to switch between them quickly to meet any threat. That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime.
Yeah. Yeah.
absinthium. That's used to make your phantom cigars. Anytime you need advice, just give me a call. That's marking. Focus on a thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map.
Sure!